This is the Check-A-Pro Radio Show. Check-A-Pro Joe has assembled a team of pre-qualified home service contractors to bring you the latest in services, products, and techniques. Now, here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Check-A-Pro Joe.
Safety is very important to me, Check-A-Pro Joe. I mean, I really believe that no matter what you do around your home, you need to do it safely. Some of us are weekend warriors, and we like to work on our homes and on the mechanics of our homes. Be careful. If you're elderly, don't get on a ladder. If you're not an electrician, do not play with electricity. If you're not a plumber, watch out, you could flood. When it comes to the garage door, you have to be careful. We take it for granted, but this thing is a beast. It's very heavy. It's under a lot of tension with the spring. The spring's under tension, and you have to really be careful. I've got Jon Phillips from A1 Garage Door Service here on the program today to talk about their big 151 safety inspection. Hey, Jon, how are you?
Hey, Joe. How's it going? Pleasure to be back.
Yeah, hey, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. So the 151, the tune-up, the safety inspection, this is like the top-of-the-line service that any garage door company could possibly offer to the homeowner.
Yeah. So as far as residential garage doors go, the 151 tune-up by design. So myself, Travis, other garage door experts, we all got together and put our brains, which all together is over 100 years of experience. And we said, what is every single part of a door that we can make in a checklist go by for our technicians? We call them maintenance techs. They're experts in 151. That's all they do. And every single part of the door in a specific order, how can we make sure that all of that is checked? And we made that with our 151 checklist. Nothing on the door is untouched.
Now, I will say before you go on, Jon, 151, these are 151 points, right?
Yes.
100
steps to do
steps.
the tune-up.
Exactly. Now, many of you have heard 21, 29, 151. You must have this form that you guys have little boxes on, kind of like when you buy a previously used automobile, certified, right? They go through all the checklists and you get this thing and it's like 100-point check. You're doing kind of the same thing, right?
Exactly, except for the garage door. And through this, every single part is notes, pictures, for every fastener, every bit of the track, every bit of the jamb, the flag bracket, plumbing and leveling the door, all the way from the door itself, the track, the torsion line, the operator, whether it's safety eyes, wall button, depending on the type of system that you have, the form adapts to that on the data that's filled out. It's really amazing.
That's incredible. So I'll tell you, for those of you who aren't as advanced I am in time, when we get older, we often go into the doctor's offices for these types of things. It's like a 151 checkup, if you will, for people. And, they'll scan this, they'll scan your head and they'll scan your abdomen and look inside you and you do all these things. You see, as garage doors get older, they need to be looked after much like we do when we get older. So it's very much the same. Jon, I'm sure many of our listeners will be able to relate to this because they've had to do this on their bodies.
That's exactly right. So when the 151 person comes out, it's like they're the doctor of the door. It's the smile of your home, some more of the dentist. You go in there, you get the x-rays, except this time we might be doing labs. We're doing everything that we can to the door. And probably the best thing about this, you don't have to be an expert on garage doors, but we're going to go through this in such detail that you can make a plan for your door. So like we've talked about before with memberships, or you're improving the home, all these things, you're going to know where your door stands, and then we need to know whether to fix or replace. And you get to make that decision. There's nothing missed in this inspection. Not a single wire, not a single connection, not a single bit of anything that's involved with the door is missed through the entire thing. So that's where we put the power with this inspection, or safety inspection, or tune-up, whichever you'd prefer. It's to give you power and control of your home.
Jon, I love this because as the homeowner, when I see this 151 safety inspection after it's completed, I know where the door is. It's much like when I go to the doctor and they do a full workup on me. I know where my cholesterol is and my blood pressure and this and that. So I can make a decision. Maybe I should eat better, and maybe I should work out more. Maybe I should reduce stress. The homeowner with the garage door can say, well, maybe I need to replace this now. Or you know what? Maybe I can get by another 9 months with this thing based on what I see. And then I can save up for that door I really want.
Yeah. I think the probably the best thing about the 151, so we talk about, like you said, that you know where you stand, but there's no lying in it. It's so detailed, and that's probably my favorite part about the door. I don't like going to a door and giving people things they don't need or they don't want, right? A door needs something to run, or you want a different style. Either or is fine. But with the 151, we can sit down with you and break down every single line to where anyone can understand how a door works now and why it's important. That's the way that it's designed, for you to review it and understand, why is this step important? How is this one little bolt right here so important? And if something's off with it, it compounds and messes up the rest of the system. So if you have an amazing 5 out of 5, insulated, steel back, we've got struts, we got an operator, and that's just what you came into when you got the home, that's what you got. It's not like anyone can come in and say, you need this, this, and that. After this inspection, it's good, it's kind of good, and we need to make a plan, or we need to replace. You're going to know. This is what, back to what I was saying, gives you the power on it. You're not going to get shortchanged. It's full, honest transparency, and you know where you stand.
Jon Phillips, our garage door expert here on Checka Pro Radio today. A1 Garage Door Service, that's where he works. Hey, go to their website, a1garage.com. It's very simple, a1garage.com, and you can connect with them there. You can see all their reviews as well, and it's just a fantastic company, very innovative. A1 Garage Door Service Company is the leading company and the fastest growing garage door company in the country. So, John, how long does it take for a tech to complete a 151?
So it takes about an hour to do a 151 all the way through. So good portion amount of time where we've gone through everything, but it's not going to take up your whole day.
And how can our listeners connect with you to get this on the schedule?
Of course. So there's 2 different ways that this can be done. One, you're a new client and you're looking for garage door service. We can set up a safety inspection. If it's your first time, it's a safety 151 tune-up, because we go through the entire door. We make sure it's safe, functionality, and the way that it is. And then also, if you're already a member of A1 Garage Door, so our membership comes with our annual tune-up, right? That's what the annual tune-up is. The annual tune-up is the 151. So even our own work, we're going to go in that much detail when we come back to maintenance your door.
This is a no-brainer, everybody. Why would you want to have a garage door company that only does 21 points? What about 100, right? I mean, no. So I'll go back to the analogy of going to the doctor. When I go to the doctor, I want them to run everything, because I don't want any surprises later to find out in 6 months when the doctor says, hey, we think you have cancer. I'm like, well, why didn't we run? Well, we just didn't want to go through all that and bother you. What? No, I want to know now. So let's run the 151.
Let's run the 151. Let's get it all taken care of for you.
Yeah, fantastic. John, thank you as always for joining me here on the program.
Thank you so much, Joe. It's always a pleasure.
Once again, everybody, go to a1garage.com. That's a1garage.com to learn more about John and his great company serving the greater Phoenix area as well as 29 other markets. a1garage.com.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
Check-A-Pro is your local source for pre-qualified contractors. Stay tuned for more of the Check-A-Pro Radio Show.